Hey Rachel, I got your note this morning about maybe doing a video about the Killers song and how I was playing it, and it wasn't standard tuning, so I'll show you how I was playing the intro riff, which is really the only tricky part. It's just not standard chord shapes, but it should be pretty straightforward to do, so hopefully this works. If you need tab or anything too, I'd be happy to write that out, but maybe the video will show it well enough. So the intro starts out in B flat, really. I do a 3-note chord, so it kind of involves a lot of string muting, which is the tricky thing. So the shape is starting on the 6th fret, just the B flat note, and then on the D string, playing the octave, and then on the G string. So all together, just those 3 notes. I've got some delay and things on here too to match the sound of the song, but what I'm having to do is mute the A string with my first finger, and then also sort of mute the B string with my second finger, and that's just by sort of leaning them so that they contact those strings while I'm fretting those notes. So the first chord is, and then it just walks up from there on the G string, and then up here, and then up to the B string for my second finger. And when I switch to the B string, I'm sort of muting the G string with my fourth finger. So the whole sound of it is... And there's a little bit easier way to play this too. If this is a bit of a stretch, it is about 6 frets, so you can walk up and then switch to the B string right there. Whatever works easiest, and then it switches to a different bass note. Just move up to the A string, but don't let the E string ring, so I'm just starting picking on the A string, and that'll go like this. And then I go to sort of a C shape here, but instead of playing the low note, I'm playing a higher note on the B string. So, and then down to the regular C shape. And again, you're having to mute that G string. So if that's tricky, it is a quick change. It goes, then back to the first chord, although you can also just play a regular B flat minor bar chord. The riff here really doesn't necessarily need to have all that moving bass because there's going to be your bass. So if it's easiest, you can also just do this. So as long as those notes really come out, I think it'll sound fine. Then there's really just the riff during the break that I was doing. It's a keyboard riff, but I think with a trio it needs to be on guitar, so that's just a B flat and the B flat octave, then really pretty straightforward, but you're just coming out of the chorus to do that. And then the chords themselves are pretty straightforward. The chorus is just this sort of ska rhythm. It's that's all I was doing really. And those chords, of course, are B flat minor down to an F sharp, G sharp, and then there's the F turnaround. Also, there's the solo, which is pretty straightforward too. It just starts on an E flat. So that's really, I think, fine as long as you have some delay on it. It should sound big enough, and those are all the bits of the tune. So if that works, great. If I can do anything else, just let me know. Talk to you later.